Hey, Augusta Nation. We're going to talk a little bit about open book management. So, here at Augusta Lawn Care Services in Augusta, Georgia, we practice open financials. We share openly and explain the profit and loss statements with our team members. We think it's a really large part of the culture as far as having trust with our team. And it also helps to learn about business and to just really, open everything up so there's no questions as to how much everybody's making, what the business is doing. And if you're on a team and you don't know the score, you might be a little bit confused. So it helps to, for the team to know where you are in the business and to really learn about business in general. But this was actually part of a Thursday morning meeting this morning. The team came in for their normal Thursday. It was raining, so we were going to have a little bit longer meeting to go over some of the financials of the business, just January through August. As far as the monthly reporting goes of profit and loss, typically want to put the profit and loss statement where everyone can see it and we can discuss it. Been a little bit behind with that, so I just jotted on the board here what our January through August, just a high level view of what the expenses were and what the profit was. So I didn't list out the, as far as like gas expenses and all that like normal, but I did want them to see it and I wanted to go over it. I didn't press the record button, so you'll see this Thursday's video. This Thursday's meeting. You'll see it on YouTube. This part of it was not recorded, unfortunately, and it was really good. The guys were super excited. We showed how much money four of our team members have been making. They've been on payroll. We had how many pay periods, when they started, and everybody was super excited to see how much money everybody made. And it was just a really good experience, but I didn't get it on camera. So the information is still really good, and I wanted to share it. If anybody, especially in the Augusta area, as far as if you're in landscaping, heard about us, and may not know exactly what Pay for Performance is about, or may just want to have a taste of our culture as far as open book management. Not a lot of businesses do it, and it's something that I think is super important, and I wouldn't be on a team if I didn't know the score. So I open up my books to my team. And so for those of y'all that don't know, Pay for Performance, we don't pay our guys a set hourly rate, although there is a minimum. You can't earn less than $15 an hour here. But how we keep track every day is a percentage of revenue that you earn for the day. You clock in and clock out like normal, but we compare what your clock in would be at $15 an hour to your performance, and you get whatever's higher. So we had four team members. Everybody agreed to let us share the information in the meeting, and so Mukit here, he came in here March 11th. He's had 28 pay periods, grossed a little over $29,000, and had a weekly average of just under 1,050. So that is exceptional. One caveat, as far as I do want folks to know, especially potential employees that would want to come join our team, is that yes, you do earn exceptionally more than the competition, doing the same amount of work as far as same type of work. But as far as performance goes and expectations, they are a little bit higher. So our guys, but also a lot of that comes from our guys who are just hungry to make as much as possible. And when you have the ability to change your paycheck by your performance, it just naturally increases that drive for most people that are a good fit here. Another way, I don't know if we're different, if most companies do it or not, but for instance, we want to have a full schedule for our guys Monday through Friday so that they can make the most amount of money. When you do that, if it rains a day or a couple people don't show up, you most likely are working on Saturday. We never work Sundays. No matter what happens, we'll never work Sunday. Just like you'll never get a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich on Sunday, you'll never see Augusta Lawn Care Service mowing grass on Sunday. So, and as we grow, we'll probably kind of go more for the 45 to 50 hours per week. And then those that want more, I'm sure there'll be more work. But getting back to the numbers here, Mukit did exceptional. He's averaged almost $1,050 every single week he's here, and he's only been here for 28 pay periods. And just to let you know, Mukit does work on our project truck more. So he is doing mulch, property cleanups, small side jobs, um, some bed installs, bed edging, things like that. And then Matthew, he's our most senior maintenance team member. On this payroll system, he's had 33 payroll periods since February 4th. He's grossed just over $34,000 in 33 weeks, and he's averaged $1,033. And that he's been mainly just mowing grass, trimming shrubs, our basic recurring services. That's super exceptional. I know here, just from what I hear from team members coming in that have worked in other companies, four or five hundred, or I'm sorry, $500-600 is about average. And Matthew, he's an exceptional team member, and he's been here with us 3 seasons. He's been able to average over $1,000 a week. Gabe, he started with this company in April. He's had 24 pay periods and just under half a year here, and so he has grossed just under 22,000 with an average of 913. So he's not as experienced of a team member here, still making really good money. Bailey came in the end of May. He's had 17 pay periods, made just under $15,000 with an $880 average. So he's probably the least experienced team member as far as out of these examples. And the range goes from Bailey's only been here for about 4 months and goes from 880 to almost 1,050. So I do 100% believe we offer the most amount possible and probably the best atmosphere as far as being able to move up and work in the lawn care industry right here in Augusta, Georgia. So for anybody that was questioning if you're in this area, or if you work for if you live in an area where there's an Augusta Lawn Care Services franchise, there's over 50 of them in North America, and you're in the lawn care industry, this is how we pay, and this is pretty much what you can expect throughout the country. Pay for performance is the real game changer, and that's just real examples, hard numbers from payroll, and open book management as far as the numbers of the business. We do practice that. So I'll go over that right now. It's not a detailed one like we would typically have. I just did January through August, how much money came in the bank, how much money went out of the bank, and how much money is owed. So we took in a little over 800,000. We just to let y'all know we had a goal this year of doing $1 million. So that's the first time we'll cross the $1 million threshold. So we're well on our way. I think we'll beat it. So expense-wise, we tell the guys, all right, so we did almost $780,000 in expenses with $26,588 left over. Not a great profit margin. We did have a whole lot of things this year. We got the shop. We bought, let's see here, bought 3 vehicles, painted all of our vehicles, our trailers. I think we did some other things, but had a whole lot of expenses. And then accounts receivable is what we're owed, is $55,000. So when you add back that, we would be at a 10% profit margin. And then we also have a debt. We got a debt board over there. You can't see it. And all the guys know that once that debt is paid off, we start 10% profit sharing each quarter for everyone in the field. So we're real excited to get that debt paid off. That debt came from when I first started building the business. I was going to use it as leverage to grow faster, but I also got in some sticky spots and ran out of some money, trying to make payroll. Had some money stolen from me, so the debt came in the business loan, and then we also financed the majority of our equipment. So we're getting to the end of that debt. We'll be paid off fully debt-free by around this time next year, maybe October. So super excited for that. So we've made $36,000 in debt payments this year. And so when you add back the debt payments, the accounts receivable, and then the profit left as far as after expenses, we'd be at about 14.6%. So we shoot for our location, shoot for 15 to 20. So I'm real excited to get that debt paid off and get back in there to the 15% range. And then I even highlight my pay as far as what we pay the owners and the managers. So here at Augusta, we pay the managers, and I consider myself that I'm on the same pay scale. 48%, I'm sorry, $48,000 a year salary, and then 10% of profit. So everybody is really incentivized as far as the profit of the business, and as far as the owner and manager, how they perform dictates how much profit. So they also get 10% of the profit as well. So that's just January through August. Want to just go over some numbers with you. And if you're listening, you're working for a company, or if you are a business owner in the lawn care industry or just the service-based industry, and you have an opinion on sharing your numbers, sharing how much money the company makes, please share it. I'm a big advocate for it. I think that when your team knows exactly where the business is, they can support it more. And then also, if the reason you don't share numbers is because you're doing well and you're successful, right on. That's what a business is for. And if you're doing a great job, you're supporting your team, and you're being a good, leader, your team's going to support that too. And the ones that don't probably shouldn't be on your team. So, and then if you don't share it and you're doing well, you might have some toys, some boats, nice house. The guys are most likely going to think that you're making 2 to 3 times what you actually are. So it'd be better just to share it, to have an actual number. And then on the flip side, if you're doing really poorly, you're struggling really bad, and the guys can see it on paper, and they know that you're waking up every day giving it your all, they're going to rally behind you, and you'll find some really good support when you're struggling and your team knows it. And you wake up every day anyways to be there and to grow the business the best that you can. So just wanted to go over some things. Open book management is huge, adds to the culture. But the number one thing, in my opinion, the thing that revolutionized, turned around my business, was pay for performance. Because in this environment, labor is short. It's hard to find anybody to show up. And the reason people show up to work, number one, is to provide for themselves and their family. So money is number one, 100%. That's going to get them in the door. And then culture and opportunity is going to get them to stay longer. So getting them in the door, though, you're going to have to be the most competitive around. So not only are you competing for customers, you're competing for the best team members in your area. Open book management, pay for performance, really puts you above your competition. And I wish everybody in the industry, as far as business owners, lawn care, would switch to this model, because we'd be all on the same playing field. And the ones that can support it, because you have to charge a premium in order to be able to pay your team, more money. So you have to be able to charge a premium, so there wouldn't be a whole lot of undercutting, and I think everybody would be happier. If you ever have any questions, if you're in the local area, want to reach out to me and learn a bit about pay for performance, or if you're just in the lawn care industry and want to shout out to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Thank everybody for checking us out, and we will continue the show tomorrow. Hope y'all have a great night.